Most guys will completely overcomplicate getting lean. They'll follow bodybuilder style routines, a meal plan they can't stick to, and trying to eat 5 or 6 times a day, which just doesn't fit their lifestyle. And I've done that in the past and I got in amazing shape doing it, but then I've also done it as a dad of 2, eating completely differently to how I used to in my early 20s and got an amazing shape that you can do as well. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can diet to sub 15% body fat, 12% body fat, even 10% by eating the way that suits you and your lifestyle now. Now, don't get me wrong, there is absolutely nothing wrong with eating like a bodybuilder. I actually think it's a really great way of doing it. You eat similar things each day, you eat it at similar times. It creates this rhythm and consistency, which really helps with dieting. But for a lot of guys, it's not something that they can sustain and they need to find a different way of doing it. They have more responsibilities now. You've not maybe got the time in the world that you used to have, and perhaps you've just not even got the free time to even make the meals that you maybe would normally do back when you were younger. If you're watching this, you might have a life outside of the gym. You might have responsibilities. You might have kids who want to eat fish fingers for dinner, not chicken and rice and broccoli that's been in the microwave and in some Tupperware. So I had to find a way to get lean that fits my life now, not back then. And for myself and a lot of the guys that I coach, it works like this. You eat less in the day and then you save more calories for the evening. That is as advanced as it's going to get. And I know that sounds so basic and so simple, but one of the main core reasons a lot of guys will struggle is to eat so much in the day, they then have no room for family dinners, and then they just end up overeating because they feel like they've ruined their diet. So by building your diet around your life rather than for it, it makes it very sustainable. It's the same diet that allowed Josh to get in the shape of his life with kids and a busy lifestyle. The same one that allowed Godwin, again, to get in the shape of his life as he became a new dad, and his actual nutrition switched the whole way through the process. The first thing you'll need to remember, any diet, you need to have a realistic rate of loss. About 0.5 to 1% of total body weight per week is a good goal to work towards. So if you're 180 pounds, lose anywhere between 0.9 pounds to 1.8 pounds per week. Some weeks are going to vary. You're going to be higher on others and you're going to be less in others due to glycogen, water retention. But as a general gauge, that's what you should realistically be aiming for. And that's exactly how I structured my fat loss phase, where I went from this position here to this position here in photo shoot condition in just 21 weeks. I lost 24 pounds and my eating habits every day looked like this. I would get up and I would fast. I would have coffee with water and just really push my first meal back to around about 12 or 1 p.m. I'm really busy in the morning, as I'm sure most of you are. I've got school runs, got to get the kids ready. I've not got time to sit and eat a big meal, so I'm not that hungry. So by taking advantage and pushing my food back, it works really, really well. By the time 1 p.m. comes, I'm looking for something which is high protein and high volume. Because you've missed breakfast, you need to have protein. There's no point having a meal deal in this meal or anything like that. Just have something which is super high in protein. For me, I rotate through 2 things. I have this burger bowl, which is about 60 grams of protein and just all of the volume, or I'll have some kind of like yogurt based meal with some apples and a bit of fruit. Again, both of these meals, I aim for about 60 grams of protein within those meals for me to hit my 1 gram per pound of body weight target. The evening is where most of my calories go. This is where we'll enjoy foods that realistically aren't the most calorie friendly. So we might have some high calorie pasta dishes. We may have a high calorie chicken dish, or we might just have something quite healthy and high protein, but it means that I've got the calories there and I will always be able to fit that within my day most of the time. If it's super high calorie, I will usually swap the carbohydrate out for something else. So if we're having a chili with maybe higher fat mince or some cheese on it, I might swap the rice for cauliflower rice, but the main component of the meal will always stay the same. And then the end of the day, all I'm doing is finishing off the protein and calories I've got left. This will maybe be another yogurt bowl. I might have a protein mug cake. I might even have just a protein shake with just finishing off with some other bits through the day. It works really, really well eating like this when I'm in a deficit, and allowed me to get in this condition here by exactly following this, with my calories starting from about 1900, tapering down to about 1500 in that diet. And this is purely just because I didn't do a lot of steps. I do a little bit more now that I've got the walking pad and the standing desk, but beforehand I was kind of not really that active, so my calories had to go lower. The main thing I want you to take from this is having easy repeatable meals but still flexible. You'll see my lunch is similar each day. My dinner changes almost most days, and that's the flexible part, and then before bed that might change. Having something that resembles a routine and maybe even resembles like a bodybuilder style thing, but it has a lot of flexibility to it, is where you'll be successful. You track a protein, you track a calorie goal, and it becomes something which is really achievable to hit every day. It's actually fun to do. You're not bound to 3 macros, fats, carbs, and protein. You're bound to a protein and a calorie goal, and you've got this massive flexibility each day. What you've got to remember is getting to 15%, 12%, 10% is not about the perfect diet. It's about how long you can do it for. Can you really envision yourself in 6 months' time eating the same way as you are in a diet right now? If so, then yes, you'll get there. If not, is this realistically something you can sustain? And that's what you need to ask yourself. The diet that you are doing now should be something you can see yourself doing once your calories are higher and you're building muscle and you've got lean enough. Because trust me, life is not perfect. Your sleep won't be perfect. Your routine will not be perfect. But the thing that you can always control is your nutrition and what you eat daily and what you put in your mouth. If you need help getting started and figuring out calories and protein and training schedule, there's a free 4-week coaching guide down below which you can grab. And any questions you have, just shoot them in the comments.